You ever watched a movie where nobody leaves the room, but somehow you feel like you've traveled emotionally, spiritually, maybe even illegally? Like, like, have you ever seen that? Something like that?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would have to look back on some of the, yeah, there's been some great movies where they've done a lot with so little, right? Like
Yeah.
as far as production, they're just like, we're doing this entire movie in this one space.
Those are, we mentioned this a couple weeks back, and these are my favorite types of movies, I realized, without even knowing it, is the ones at dinner scenes or literally locked in a room. I even thought about one I didn't even think about until I
Hmm.
was thinking about this. Cube. There's a movie called Cube, and these people, 8 people or something, wake up in a cube, and they don't know how they got there. There's 4 of those movies now about this, but they get locked in a cube and they're going through, and there's booby traps everywhere, and they got to figure out how to get through. There's codes on the wall. That's a fun
Okay.
one to watch. But there are tons of movies out there that I started thinking about that were dinner. You're just sitting at dinner, and we watch it for 2 hours, and we're like, whoa, I just sat through a dinner scene. Like,
Yep.
what do you got? What comes to mind for you?
Ooh, the first one that came to my mind when you said that, and it wasn't the whole movie, but the dinner scene in this movie is so powerful and long.